Greetings, one and all. Welcome to the Collectors, Geeks, and Freaks Show, and this is episode 54. I'm your host, Wooz the Collector, and this is what I got into this week. No movies this week. Nothing was out in the theater. I had tickets for Indiana Jones next week, which opens, but at the request of Lady Wooz, I have canceled them because a big Indiana Jones fan, the king of nerds here in Connecticut, who holds Terrificon, he got to see it in the LA premiere. Lucky bastard. He gave it a B minus. So I'm not too excited to go see it, just like I wasn't so excited to see The Flash or a couple other movies. So I'm going to still see it in the theater. I'm going to see it in XD. Same time I had bought tickets this week, but a week earlier. The theater was empty still on the second week. So I've got my regular tickets. Sorry, the little nose itch. And we'll be sitting dead center in the XD theater in 2 weeks. So I won't have any movies for you guys next week. Small screen this week. I've been busy trying to catch up on personal stuff, cataloging toys. I got a new scanner. I scan in my receipts. I'm telling you, I'm a frugal collector here. I tell you guys, wait till you see what I found for cheap this week at my local Target, and we'll get to that in a second. Yeah, so small screen, I think I watched an episode or two of Titans and maybe Harley Quinn. So I'm just on those, and I see all these new shows popping up. The Walking Dead one, the Fear the Walking Dead, I'm still not caught up on. I gotta get on it. So I'm gonna try within the next couple weeks to get on some new stuff too. But other than that, this week I did get a Midtown Comics pre-order box. We'll save that one for last. It's a big one. Did get out to the stores this week, end of the month. So if you are Gamers Rewards member, you have your $5 coupon. You gotta use it, or lose it by the end of the month. So I went to get the last Red Saber series that I needed for the Funko Pops. I needed Darth Maul. Of course, I didn't have him. So I picked up another exclusive that I was waiting for to come out. Just another Star Wars one. And GameStop, I'm pretty disappointed in you guys. You rape, pillage the average collector and gamers, bad as it is. But to turn a collectible, a small 3 by 3/4 inch Funko Pop exclusive, I'll expect a 15. Okay. All your regulars are $11.99. Some places $12.99. 15. So Funko went up. I mean, not Funko went up. GameStop went up to 16. So this little guy here, the Ewok, and if you can see him, he's got all the little drums. I don't ask me how to say his name. You guys know I can't pronounce anything for the life of me. But he's got the little trooper helmets that he's playing the drums on from Return of the Jedi. So I had to get this guy. $5 off was well worth it for $11.99. So that's not bad. I don't mind paying $11.99 for him. So we picked up that one to add to the collection. I went back to my local Target, and last week I showed you guys the 2-pack of the Blacklight Guardians of the Galaxy I got. Nebula and Mantis. I paid $14.99. Could have picked them up for $8.99 this week if I would have held out. I could still go back, pick up one, return the higher one, which I used to do a lot at Target. You pick up the clearance, and if it's still there and makes it lower, I would return back whatever crappier looking one I got and kept with the receipt for the higher price, and I would keep the one for the lower. So that's when you have extra money in the bank. I used to roll like that. Now I'm just trying to build up my funds again and recover from some stuff. So I'm not too interested in doing that, but I did find other stuff. This guy was on clearance last week. I did not want to pay for him, but this week I got the extra large. This is Drax the Destroyer t-shirt bundle and exclusive pop from Target, $8.99. Normally $29.99 originally, and if you still go on the website, $29.99. So for $8.99, it was a steal, and there was a ton there. And I'm not one of those greedy resellers. I get mine, maybe pick up another one if I know if it's doing well and I can make back some money. You know, I find that acceptable. It's the scalpers who go out there and buy everything. That's not a job, man. Get a real job. I have a real job. I make money without ripping people off. And look at this guy I picked up. Normally $29.99, or was he more? Let's see. $39.99, marked down to $11.99. Lady Woos has already claimed the giant Groot and said she'll find room in the Lady Cave. So we picked up him for $11.99. That's not bad for a giant Funko. I think that might be the cheapest jumbo Funko I've gotten so far. So, Midtown Comics next. Decent sized box. As you guys know, avid comic book reader. More Marvel, but I've been getting into DC lately. I like the alternative timelines, so that's why I kind of like the Flash movie. But you know what? It's getting terrible reviews, but I liked it. You know what? I have a different palette than everybody else. There's a lot of weird movies that I like that no one else likes. So, this is what we got here. These guys, there's the paperwork, and this is how they always package. You gotta love this guy. 30 to 50% off your comics. You just gotta order them like a month or 2 or 3 months in advance. If you're like me and you don't have the time and you're not on top of everything, oh my god, I used to be that guy. Going every Wednesday to the comic book store. Gotta get my comics. Gotta read them real quick. There's so much things to do in life that my backlog gets bigger and all that. So I'm not that anal anymore, and I let that go. Same thing with the TV shows. New episode come on. I gotta watch it. Relax. I got time. Maybe if I don't die the next day. But hey, it's the way the cookie crumbles. So let's get into these. 2 bags. They always wrap them in their paper shopping bags, I guess you would call them, whatever you want to call them, from the store. Never had a problem. Oh yes, I can't say that. No, it wasn't a problem. One of my books came in damaged. I've had 2 issues, and Midtown Comics made right by it. A damaged comic, they sent me a replacement. And another comic that wasn't in the order, that said it wasn't in the order, they just sent it to me, no questions asked. But I've been buying from them for years now. So, there's a lot. Okay, what do we got here? We've got Carnage 13. We got the Carnage storyline going right now. So this guy I'm a little behind on. Avengers Beyond. Story with the Beyonder and the Black Order is out, which is one of my favorite sets of villains. Thanos' henchmen. This is the one I've already heard about it. Miss Marvel dies in this. It was all over. You know, I hate spoilers, but you can't escape them sometimes. And I'm so far behind Spider-Man. Same thing with All Hallows Eve. I haven't even read where this character got introduced in Spider-Man yet. New Alien story. It was okay. Second issue, so we'll see. Oh, Junk Rabbit. I don't know how long I'll keep with this one. It's interesting, and it's like a 50-50 for me. So this is episode issue 3. So we'll keep an eye on that. That's post-apocalyptic Earth. They use it as a garbage dump, and all the rich people live up in the air. Looking forward to this. Hulk #1, the new Incredible Hulk. They're going to stay on the horror end, and this is going to be something to do with monsters. So interesting to see that. Here's the story I was telling you, Carnage Reigns. I put these off to the side. I'm going to read them all after I catch up to Spider-Man. This is Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 2. Now, I wasn't... Sorry, here in my mouth. It's a problem with long hair. It gets in here everywhere. Everywhere. This is Season 2, so this is issue 1 of Season 2. It's just a retelling of the Mandalorian TV show. It's just a shorter version, if you put it that way. Edge of the Spider-Verse, they've been introducing a lot of new Spider characters. I'm curious to see if they'll show up in the Spider-Man, the next movie with the Spider-Verse. Venom 21, be behind on Venom and Spider-Man now because of the stories that intertwined. Oh, looks like it's the new Ultimate Invasion. I never really read the Ultimates. I know Miles is from there. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. So this is they're introducing all these these characters into our. This was an entirely different story line, so it's like an alternative Earth kind of deal. Dark Knights of Steel. Almost done with this one. This is all the DC characters in medieval times. If Superman landed with his mom and dad in medieval times and became the king and queen. Pretty interesting. Oh, I like this cover. Still behind on Venom. Lethal Protector. That's a pretty cool cover. Spider-Man 2099. Dark Genesis. This is Carnage 2099 with Venom 2099, The Punisher 2099, Daredevil 2000. They're all in this, and it's been a great story. I actually just binge read 1 through 4 this from Friday to today, and it's been a cool story. All right, so this is supposed to be the end of The Punisher. I haven't read this one yet. Oh, Edge of the Spider-Verse. There's Spintress. Another Edge of the Spider-Verse. Those I've been keeping up on. So we'll go off to book 2. Bag 2, I should say. I got my words all. I think I got a form of mental dyslexia or something's wrong with me. But I'm sure, well, I know there's things wrong with me. Most of us have things wrong with us, right? We just got to work on being better. And that's what I try to do. Work on being better. And keeping myself happy doing the things I love. These are one of the things I love. Collecting comics, reading comics, collecting toys. It's just who I am. Somebody doesn't understand it, oh well. Oh, Doc Ock is back. I gotta catch up on Spider-Man. And another Venom. So far behind. Star Wars Yoda. I'm one issue behind this one. It's been okay. Stories that you normally didn't see, and that's back during Clone Wars and all that in the prequel era. This is Star Wars in between New Hope and Return of the Jedi stories, one of my favorites. Since it's 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi, my all-time favorite Star Wars movie, they're doing one shot, so they've been cool little stories. This one's Star Wars Empire, so it's going to talk about the stormtroopers. There was one Jabba's Palace, Lando, and Ewoks, and they were all pretty good, little standalone stories. Oh boy, now we got Electro too, another one of my favorite villains. I gotta get now. Oh, this Spider-Man I'm up to date to, but I think I'm gonna put it back and try to get up to date on Amazing, because another thing I realized is I'm not up to date on this, and Carnage Reigns runs through this, so now I gotta get caught up on Red Goblin. Danny Ketch's Ghost Rider. I didn't read the first one yet because the story's still going on in Ghost Rider, so I'm gonna wait to read these till his story in Ghost Rider with Johnny Blaze ends. Carnage Cult of Misery. Not reading this yet until I get to the Carnage Reigns. This is the newest Avengers. The first issue was okay. There's another one I'm waiting to watch. Waiting to read until I get caught up with all my Spider-Man titles. Too many titles with the same character sometimes. Oof. Planet of the Apes, the new ongoing series, because Marvel and Disney is buying up everything, but it's a pretty good story. It's not the same as the newer movies, so it's completely different story and quite interesting. Curious to see if they somehow introduce Caesar or somebody into this, but the telling of the how the outbreak happened and stuff is a little different too. Star Wars Bounty Hunters. Looks like Boba Fett is back. Yep. One of my favorite Star Wars comic books. This is a horror comic book. I read it, Haunted to the End. I'll let you guys know how it is. Seems like a ghost story. That's from Image. Lethal Protector number 4. Looks like Venom is going up against Doctor Doom. Like I said, so far behind. I'm bad. I read everything else and keep falling behind on the other ones, but I'll get there eventually. Star Trek, the motion picture Echoes. I just read the first one today. It's another time travel story. So, or alternative universe. Which I just saw a post today that said, shouldn't Star Trek get props for the alternative universe? Because they came up with Mirrorverse first. But I would have to see in the comics, did Marvel mention the multiverse before Star Trek Mirror? Curious. Maybe I'll have to look that one up. Or if you guys want to look it up. Darth Vader, another one of my favorite Star Wars. Looks like Dr. Alpha is right back. I read her first issues. I got the issue she was introduced in from Darth Vader. She just isn't one of my favorite characters. Cosmic Ghost Rider. Now there's 2 of them. Frank Castle, and we don't know who the other guy is yet. Or do we? I don't remember. So much going on in my head. And last but not least, another Carnage and Carnage Reigns. So, I got some comic books to catalog, some pops to catalog. I'm going to try to catch up on some reading. There goes Woo's Town's telling me, you better get off the computer, Dad. It's time. It's time. I don't know time for what. They want treats all the time. But anyway, everybody stay cool because it is summertime. It's getting warm out. I'm getting ready to see my electric bill. That's going to cut into the collectibles. See what I can watch this week, and if I got some good reviews for you, I'll be back next week. If not, I might take the 4th of July weekend off. So you all be safe. Don't blow off any digits. Be smart. You're not going to listen to me. You'll probably blow off a digit. I never listened to anybody who told me that stuff either. But I got all my fingers and toes still. But then again, life is what it is. All right, my friends. Keep collecting. Check out HobbyDB, free collection software, right web-based. Go check out Woo's the Collector on there. I add my collection every day. I just found this website, found this company. I've invested in it. I see good things with it. Check it out. Anyway, this is Woo's the Collector, and I am going to be signing off.